Are you interested in buying something in the near future? Well, you have to watch this video because I'm going to share with you at least three things that you need to be asking your lender before you buy a property. You ready? Let's go.
But I'm a champion, so I turn tragedy to triumph.
Hey, what's up? It's Chris Martin, real estate agent, investor, and coach. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, I would appreciate that very much. I've been in real estate for 15 years plus, and I've been working with sellers and buyers and helping buyers buy property and save as much money as possible. And during the home buying process, especially if you're a first-time home buyer or if you haven't bought a property in a while, you might as well be a first-time home buyer because you forget all these steps that are associated with buying a property. You forget what to look out for. So it's important to have a quality real estate agent in your corner. If it's not myself, of course, a trusted real estate agent that you know and trust that can look out for you on those things that you may not even know what to look out for. So get a good real estate agent by your corner. That is first and foremost. So when it comes down to your lender and working with the lender, there's a few things that you need to be looking out for. Number one, it's something that most people see. It's kind of a surface level thing. It's the interest rate. What's your interest rate going to be on the loan? Is this the most important thing? Arguably, yeah. I mean, it's definitely important because this is the overall payment of what you're being charged for you loaning or getting a loan for this money that you're borrowing. So this is what you're going to be charged for. So what's your interest rate going to be? And if you're getting an interest rate today, like as we speak, it's going to be different from what it was just a few months ago or a year ago. People were getting interest rates in the 2s not too long ago. Now interest rates can be in the 6s or 7s, and it is what it is. I wouldn't let that stop you from buying a property. I made another video. I'll put it in the comment section or the description below on reasons pretty much why interest rates shouldn't stop you from buying a property. But either way, find out what your interest rate's going to be. Another valuable piece of information that you really need to ask your lender about is what the closing costs are going to be associated with your loan. You want that broken down. What are you paying for? What are the closing costs going to be? Because this is not anything to do with your down payment. This is separate. It's cash that you're going to have to bring to the closing in addition to your down payment. So you want to know exactly what those numbers are. Closing costs can be anything from a few $1,000s to $15,000. So typically speaking, they're right around that $10,000 mark, but what is that made up of? You want to ask your lender and have that broken down for you. What's your down payment going to be? So there's different loans and there's different loan products that you could qualify for. The better the credit, the better the financials on your behalf, you're going to be able to qualify for more loan products or a bunch of different loan products. So you want to find out what that down payment's going to look like and what that overall monthly payment is going to be. And a lot of people just don't pay attention to that. They're so infatuated with what their pre-approval is for, the number on the pre-approval, what their interest rates are, that they're not asking what their monthly payment is going to be. And to me, I think that's more important than the sticker price that is on your pre-approval. If you're pre-approved for a certain amount, that's just a number. It's not really real. To me, that monthly number is something that you're going to have to live and die by every single month. That's the number that's going to come in the mail. That's the number you have to pay and see if that fits into your financial budget on a monthly basis. So make sure that you are more than comfortable with that monthly payment that's associated with your loan amount. All right, so we talked about knowing what the interest rate is. We talked about knowing what the closing costs are going to be associated with your loan, the cash that you're going to have to bring to the closing table in addition to your down payment. We find out what the down payment's going to be, and we want to know what the monthly payment's going to be. You also want to ask your lender, are there any points associated? So this could be part of the closing costs, but some lenders have points and sometimes that's negotiable. So you want to be able to talk with your lender and see if there are any points associated with your loans. Points are basically going to be percentage points charged to you as the borrower, as an origination type fee of getting that loan. So again, sometimes these can be negotiated. Sometimes lenders are charging no points at all, and they're working their fees in other areas. Sometimes you're being charged 2 points, but you want to be able to charge, you want to be able to ask what those charges are. So another very important question to ask your lender is, are there any lender credits being offered to borrowers like you? Are there any lender credits being offered? So sometimes there are. There are lender credits out there that, depending on the loan product you're in, can be offered to you. So you don't want to miss out on a percentage point or any type of credit back to you, because that's that much less than you have to bring to the closing table. If there's a credit for $1,500 or $2,000 or $500, that's great. That's $1,500, $500 less that you'll have to bring to close. So you want to ask that question, and the phrasing is, are there any lender credits being offered? And they'll give you that answer. So we have lender credits being offered, question. We have, what's a closing cost breakdown? We want to know that. Are there any points associated with the mortgage? We want to know that. Overall monthly payment, we want to know that. And of course, we want to know what our overall interest rates are. So these are questions that you can ask a lender without going through the whole pre-approval process. These are things that you can ask at the surface level before you take a deep dive into going through the pre-approval process. That way you can explore different rates out there from lender to lender, different terms, and match them up side by side, so you can go with the best lender that's going to offer you the best product and going to be the most beneficial for you in the buying process. So hopefully that helped. If it did help, hit that like and watch a few other videos on this channel. I'm sure there's some other information that you'll find useful. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.